All right, so this is the video write-up. The code word is Apple, and what a video it's gonna be. My mind is super fried right now, so I apologize if I get a little off track and don't address everything that I should be. Um, I I'm not gonna cry, but I want to. So I'm just gonna stick or start from the Azuko update function, since this is kind of like the glue that holds everything together, or I don't know, it's everything's connected here. Uh, so uh, let's see. Okay, so I have three game object managers. One is just the generic game object manager that has every single object in the playing field. The bird object manager holds all the birds, um, and it's responsible to like feeding whatever bird is in the launcher to like the camera manager, and yeah, it's just it keeps them in a neat queue. The pig object list, it just keeps track of the pigs, so when they're all gone, I can play the victory music. And um, yeah, so I kind of have two little gross gravity loops. I had these in there before I switched my project over from, what is it, I guess like a live time step to a fixed time step. So I probably don't need those anymore because I haven't been seeing the kind of like severe settling out that used to happen. Um, but so right here, I have this class called random commands. Uh, by the way, yeah, this class made me really, really, really wish I had just more just coding experience, period. I got really down on myself when I saw other people's like code bases and stuff, and I would just kind of shirk in shame. But anyway, I did learn a lot though, so that's good. Um, right here is just the keyboard test and mouse test. I'm feeding in the two lines that are like the slingshot threads, and then the bird. And when there's no bird, then I just go to the keyboard test window. So what used to happen is you have to hit the R key to reset, but now the game just resets on its own. So that's fine and dandy. Uh, this CH, that is a camera manager. Um, I'll talk about that in a later video. It's not working, um, which is a shame, but um, I'll talk about those problems later. Um, so I haven't done, there's just so much housekeeping that could be done and needs to be done, but it's not done. So this is just, it cycles, this loop cycles through all the game objects and calls their updates. And I know how bad I want to design when some objects update functions are blank, so that's no good. Oh yeah, this after the update function is called, cycles through the game object list again, and if anything needs to be deleted, it does, and if those objects are birds, then it removes them from the bird object list as well. And then everything below that loop is deals with if the level needs to be reset. So if all the pigs are destroyed and victory sound effects is played, and I'll go into the sound manager soon. I don't know how much time, how long I've been talking to, but so yeah, I guess I could talk about my bird hierarchy a little bit. That was a yeah, one of the core lessons I learned from this class is just how inheritance actually works. I realized that I had absolutely no idea prior. I was coming off of just like a couple classes that were taught in Java and really only used interfaces. So I was kind of real fuzzy on the difference between an interface and an abstract class, and then how just like base member variables and derived member variables actually like worked. So initially I had these all the birds are derived from let's go into it for a sec, a bird object dot h, which is actually just the red bird. Um, and these classes are, or this class is just incredibly bloated. Um, and if I had to do everything over again, I would do way, way, way more just paper programming beforehand. Um, so, um, yeah, there's just a gross amount of virtual functions, and let's see here. But yeah, even the bird object is derived from just the super generic iGame object, and even that is just incredibly bloated because it's like sometimes specific to like static objects and like dynamic objects. So in some of the classes, they're just like dead functions that don't um, don't do anything. Um, Although maybe not anymore. I can't remember if I. No, I'm sure it's still. It works though, but it's not pretty. But the actual other bird classes themselves are a little cleaner. They kind of just update or override the specific functions that they need to, like the swap spriting, initialize the body. They have unique like update healths because in there sometimes. Oh, that's where I'm doing the Cloud Trail Manager goo. And then there, yeah, so every game object has an update health function. And there I kind of check the damage and if I should play contact music, which is like the smashing of the wood and the stone and the birds. Um, so that's all fun. Um, so yeah, I want to briefly talk about some problems that I have not solved. Um, uh, just I don't know. I want to say to just lack of time, but um, well, I hope that's the case. But so um, yeah, so the camera. Well, actually, I'll just talk about that in the demo. It makes more sense. Um, all right. I'm sure I'm leaving out something that I should talk about, but I don't know. We're already approaching 3:30 here. Um, so yeah. I don't know. I'll talk about specific problems and relevant demos. So thanks.